The idea of this debate, I think, is really exciting because I think history shows, if you look back at past elections, the issues of arts and culture haven't necessarily been part of that debate or that discussion. Obviously, arts and culture play such a key role in the vibrancy of this city. And the coalition that brought this event together should really be saluted for really working hard to bring up these issues in the campaign and really have a robust discussion about that. As Judith said, Gloucester is not alone in this. There's other cities who are doing similar things. Fitchburg, Medford, Pittsfield, Springfield, New Bedford, we're all doing similar types of work to inject arts and culture into their very important mayoral races. So it's exciting to see how these issues are now starting to be a part of the public debate.
Thank you, Matt. And thank you, everybody, for putting this together. I am Paul McGeary, and I'd like to be your next mayor. I'll tell you a little bit myself and why the arts are so important to me. First of all, it's wonderful to have it in this venue. And as Israel pointed out, the average community theater lasts 2 years. The fact that this one has lasted 36 is a tribute to all of you and your support of the arts and how important they are to Gloucester. I grew up in Worcester. I went to public schools and Holy Cross College. I came here one day in 1974, parked on Roger Street, walked the city, listened to the sounds, smelled the smells, and something about the city resonated with me. So I said, I've got to get back here. And within a year I had. I got a job at the Gloucester Daily Times and started my career in journalism. Working under Peter Watson, who many of you will remember is a legendary editor in the kind of Our Town mold. Peter taught us not only the who, what, where, when, why of journalism, but to care about the community that you worked in. And that was very important. And something I took with me as I went on in my journalism career. I ended up at the Boston Globe. There I started as a working journalist and later came on to technology, became a technology director. Although interesting, one time in the 1990s, I took 3 years and went to Harvard Extension School and studied Greek pots. I wanted to get as far away from computers as I could. Ran for the council in 2009, was elected. My 6 years on the council, I've been on budget and finance. I have supported the arts consistently. I played a role in the Rocky Neck Cultural District. As a sponsor of the CPA when it was first passed and having some oversight over it, we have contributed, the CPA has contributed enormously to a number of the cultural institutions in Gloucester. So I think what I want to say is you have a friend and you will have a friend in the mayor's office.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you. My name is Sefatia Romeo Theken, and I'm running for office. For what I'm going to do for the public arts, I want to put public back in the arts. I want to explain to people that we have 2 now wonderful cultural districts. We need to keep that up. We have a policy for the first time that I brought forward. We need public input. Art cannot be handed down and no input. We cannot take land over to put public art and not public input. We have wonderful artists, different kinds of culture, different kinds of artistry that we need to embrace, we need to bring forward, but we need to do it together. With public input, starting the first policy, that's going to happen. When someone says, well, they found some money for the policy, you know what? Nobody can say I met with the committee. Yes, I did. But the committee itself said we have some money that we should put towards a public policy program to institute it, to bring it forward. And that's what we're working on. We need to continue that. But guess what? I was shocked. I went to the first presentation. Presentation was given, but people didn't listen to the public input. People that were in the audience left. How are we going to have a public arts if you're not going to listen to the people that have something to say, that you're going to leave? A presentation is just that we can get online. But doesn't the people count? I stayed. Not only did I stay, but I learned from you. I learned even more. I met with the group after. We stayed until 11 o'clock just to listen how diverse our city is and how diverse the art is and how compassionate. I grew up with art. I grew up in the city, the agriculture. Right next to the Garling house where I lived is the UU Church. I write poetry. What better place to live in Gloucester? But what better place to bring the public back in public art?